Hello and welcome to the Business English Teacher Training course. My name is Maxim Machkasov, I'm the facilitator of this course, and in this short video I would like to give you a brief overview of the topics which we are going to cover while we are studying at this course, plus the books which I think will be very helpful and useful for us to read at the time of studying. Alright? So first of all, let us draw attention to the topics or to the modules which this course consists of. The first topic is Introduction to Business English Teaching. This topic is very important, and I think it is quite essential for us to address this issue right from the beginning, because we are going to identify what business English is and how it differs from general English courses. Then we will also draw our attention to the business English learner. We'll try to find out or to identify the characteristics. How does this learner, how is this learner different from the other learners of English language? Then we'll also be speaking about business English teacher. I think it will be particularly interesting for all of us. The second module, or the second topic, is needs analysis and course planning. I think this is obviously important because all the courses which we are providing should be addressing the needs of our clients. And I think it is the importance of this topic and this theme is apparent. So let us also mention the business English study material, business English learning material and teaching material. We'll be looking at authentic material, at published material, and how to adapt both of these kinds of materials. Possibly some of us will be wishing or would want to design their own business English study material, and I will be speaking about this. It will be very interesting. The other, methods, approaches and techniques. In this part we are going to look at different study methods. How do we address different purposes in our work? How do we deal with different situations? How do we deliver grammar, vocabulary? How do we train students to become better communicator in business setting, in work environment? Alright, then the fifth module, Teaching Business English Speaking Skills. This module will cover negotiations, meetings, presentations, and socializing, networking, these kind of topics. I think that will be very interesting also for us to cover these areas, because these topics are of a particular interest and usually are suggested in our courses. So I think it will be very nice for us to go through these areas and to draw particular attention to these topics. Right? So the next one, business English writing skills. How do we teach writing different reports, covering letters, CVs, or the letters of recommendations, minutes, or possibly agendas, and so on. Although possibly or perhaps it isn't as important as business English speaking skills, some may say, but I think it is also a part of our job, so it will be very important for us to cover this area as well. Intercultural dimensions in teaching business English. English as lingua franca. I think that is obviously also important, because now English becomes not just only the language of Great Britain, America, New Zealand and Australia, but also this is the language of French people who are dealing or who are maintaining partnership, for example, with Germans, and they use English as a second language to communicate between each other. So, evaluation and assessment. How do we assess our students? What are the techniques of evaluating their progress we use, and all the other issues related to this area will be addressed by us, and I think this is the other topic which we should be really looking forward to. Alright, International Business English Exam Preparation. This will be of a particular interest to those of us who work with students who are getting ready for either Business English Certificate exams or bullets or ICCL examination and so on. So we'll be looking at those areas, we'll be discussing, considering what are the best ways for us to get our students ready for the exams, so that we would be developing their confidence and we would really work with them for their success. The final topic is Business English Teacher Further Development. In this area, in this module, we are going to discuss the ways for us to develop, either to go further in our studies, to strive and trying to pursue, for instance, diploma level or MA, or some of us possibly would be considering going for PhD, and developing as professionals. What are the ways for us to grow and to increase our knowledge, expertise, and so on. So these are the topics and modules which we're going to cover in our studies. Now, let us also have a look at the course book materials, which I think should be very useful for our studies. The book number one, this is Teach Business English by Sylvie Donner, right? This is quite a thick book, and I think that would be the textbook number one for our studies. And if you have the possibility, I think it will be really worthwhile considering purchasing this book, alright? Then the book number two, even friender, How to Teach Business English, not as thick as the previous one, and I think it is also pretty nice, bringing us through various different stages, and some of the topics from this book are correlated to our modules, so it will be very useful. The other book, which is pretty new one, this is the Business English Teacher, Professional Principles and Practical Procedures. I think this is one of the most practical books out of the other, in comparison to the other two. And it will be also quite interesting for us to review and to use this for our assignments, alright? And the other book, 5-minute activities for business English, why not to get advantage out of this book as well. So, there are certainly a lot of other resources. This is the internet and the other course materials and books and so on. Let us try to do our best in our studies. And just a final moment, I think we need to remember that this course is for us and is by us. So let us cooperate, let us learn from one another and try to get out of this as much as we can, right? So, good luck